All right, so for today's lesson, we are doing addition word problems. We have been working on regular addition problems in the past few weeks, just having students do them on their whiteboards, having take-home homework, just getting a little more experience with how to add their numbers using visuals such as arrays and number lines to help students visualize how these addition problems can be solved. And today we are adding words with them and figuring out how to solve addition word problems and what are important details in addition word problems. For this lesson, I would also be using a smartboard as well instead of my computer, but that is all I had here. So I would show them this PowerPoint that you're going to see up next first on the smartboard, and then we would do the anchor chart, and then they would go get their Chromebooks. All right, class, so we've been talking about doing addition for a while now. I think today is the perfect time to move on to addition word problems. So we're going to start off with an example if you wanted to grab your whiteboards, and I will read the problem for you once you're ready. All right, Kayla has 17 pears on her tree. The next day there are 4 more. How many pears are on the tree? So I want you to write out the equation and solve it on your whiteboards and hold your hand over your heart when you have an answer. All right, can anybody tell me what the answer is? Perfect, Michael. It is 21. All right, so when looking at addition word problems, we look at words in the problem to figure out that it is addition. So some of the common words in these problems are altogether, in all, combine, increase, both, and total. So these words tell us in a story problem that we will be adding the two numbers together. Now we're going to be making an anchor chart together so that we can look at this chart when we're doing our own story problems. So I want you all to think on your boards about key features of addition word problems, important information, key numbers, and to draw a picture of the information that is given. All right, friends, so now we're going to make an anchor chart for us to hang up in our classroom so that we can access this when doing any of our addition word problems. So I want you to think of our pair problem, and what do you think would be the first step in trying to solve an addition word problem? Libby.
Read the problem.
Great, that is a great first step. All right, so after you read the problem, what do you think we should do next?
Circle important numbers.
Perfect. And I want you guys to think back to our other problem with the pairs and think about what would be our important numbers in our pair problem. Correct, 17 and 4. All right, so you're gonna circle those important numbers when you get your worksheets today. All right, after you do that, what are we gonna do next?
Underline important words.
I like that idea. And as we talked about before, important words would be the ones like combine, add, altogether, the words that make us notice that it is, in fact, an addition word problem. All right, after we have circled our important numbers and underlined our important words, what should we do?
Drawing a picture might help.
I really like that idea. I think it's so much better to draw a picture so that you can visually see what you're doing instead of just looking at the words. All right, I just drew a picture of some oranges up there, even though they're blue, but they're oranges. All right, and then what would our last step in our problem solving process be?
Ooh, solve.
Perfect. All right, so now that we have figured out how to solve our addition word problems, I want you to access this anchor chart that'll be hung up in the room when looking at our Khan Academy Kids assignment for the day. And I will have it posted on our classroom website so that you can access it when doing your homework later tonight too. All right, friends, so I'm also gonna put in a little example up here on our anchor chart. So Tammy has 6 candy bars. She combines her candy with her friend who has 6 more. How many are in all? All right, so now let's look at our anchor chart. So first, we're gonna read the problem together. Tammy has 6 candy bars. She combines her candy with her friend who has 6 more. How many are in all? So now, we're going to circle the important numbers. So could anybody tell me what the 2 important numbers are? Libby?
6 and 6.
Perfect. All right, so now that we've circled our important numbers, we're gonna move on to step 3, which is underline important words. So the words we talked about before.
I think that combines is an important word.
I would agree with that. And I also think in all is an important word as well, because we know to add them together to see how many there are total. So now we're gonna draw our picture. I'm just gonna draw little sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are Tammy's candy bars. Plus another 6, what her friend has. And now we're gonna add up all of our candy bars. And does anybody know what our total would be?
12.
Perfect. All right, now we're gonna go on Khan Academy Kids and get to our next assignment, which we're gonna do independently. All right, so now at this time, I will have my students go from the carpet where they were sitting for the group lesson back to their seats, get out their Chromebooks, and log into the Khan Academy Kids account so they can start their individual group work and so that I can watch them doing so. All right, friends, so now we will be going on our Chromebooks, going to Khan Academy Kids. I'm just going to re-show us how to access our accounts. So Kona, I am picking your account right now, and in the left-hand tab, we're going to go to Library, our math account, and we are going to click on Word Problem Intro. So after we click on this, it'll start off by them helping us get more familiar with these word problems. So right now, we are having the computer read to us about this word problem. Rhea was watching butterflies in the garden. There were 3 pink butterflies. And then some blue butterflies flew in. Now there are 6 butterflies total. How many blue butterflies flew in? And we can look back at our anchor chart and notice what numbers we should circle. We can also look for our important words that we underline. We can get out our notebooks and draw a picture, even though they do have pictures up on the computer. And now we are going to go into adding word problems 1, where we will be practicing on our own. So we will also be looking at this, and they can read it out to you, or you can read it by yourself. And we will be picking the equation to match the word problem that they have given us. So in this case, I picked 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 to see how many students are all together. All right, so then after this, you will be working with a partner and making your own story problems that we will be sharing to the class later on during the day and accessing our anchor chart to help pick out the key features in our classmates' story problems.